Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to estimate siding. If you're going to build a house and you want to put siding on it or a shed or whatever, then you're going to use lap siding or some other type of siding that comes in long, narrow pieces. Alright, so we're going to use, there's different types of, there's hardy plank and then there's SmartSide and then there's cedar and there's a lot of other things that you can use. Basically this one's going to be for like the SmartSide or the hardy plank or the lap, maybe car siding or something. So we're going to use SmartSide. SmartSide is a compressed OSB and it's primed on the one side. So all you have to do is paint the ends. When you put it up, then you can paint it. It's already primed. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out how many sheets of this would it take to do that side of the house. Right. So our house is 50 feet long and it's 9 feet tall. Now, when you figure siding, you don't subtract, or you don't need to subtract out windows. So I've got 2 windows here and a door. You really don't need to subtract those off your total. It's just as easy just to do the whole thing and then use that window openings and door openings. That's your waste, so you don't need to add any waste. So if you watched my previous video that has to do with bricks, block, and pavers, you're going to know that we're going to find the area of this and the area of this to figure out how many sheets we need. Okay, so we have a 8-inch piece of siding, but we're going to have an overlap for the lap. So just for this demonstration, we'll say that overlap is 7 inches. Okay, so it's a total of 8 inches wide, but we only have 7 inches of exposure. And the exposure number is the one that we need, because if you had less exposure or more exposure, then it would change the numbers. Okay, so let's find the area of this one first. Again, this one's in inches and this one feet. We have to have them in the same. This one's feet, this one's feet. So let's convert this one to feet. So length times width, we have 16 feet times 7/12 feet will give us the area that will be exposed once we hang the siding. So 7 divided by 12 times 16 gives us 9.33 square feet. So there's 9.33 square feet of exposed siding once I've got that piece of siding hanging up. So the next thing we need to do is find the number of, or the size of this area that we're going to do. So again, we're doing the length times the width because we're finding area. We have 50 feet times 9 feet. That gives us a total of 450 square feet. So then we have to just take the 450 divided by the 1. So this is the whole divided by the 133, and that gives us 450 divided by 9.33 gives us a total of 48.2, rounded up to 50. We would need 50 pieces of siding to side that. Okay. There is another method to finding siding. If we use the height method, we figure out how many rows of siding we need, and then we can multiply it times the 50 feet for length, and it'll give us our total in length. So let's do that one real quick. All right, so each piece of siding is going to be exposed at 7 inches. So it's going to go up like that. So each one is 7 inches. So the first thing we need to do is take the 9 feet and we're going to convert it into inches. So 9 times 12 inches, 9 feet times 12 inches will give us, brain dead, 12 times 9 is 108 inches. So this is 108 inches from here to there, okay? Then we're going to take that and we're going to divide by our exposure, which is 7 inches. So we have 108 divided by 7 would give us, rounded up, would give us 16 rows of siding. Okay? So 16 rows of siding, and then we're going to multiply that. Each row is 50 feet long. So we take 16 times 50, and that gives us 800 linear feet of siding. So then we can take 800 linear feet and then we divide it by this piece that's 16 feet long. And it gives us 50 pieces. So whether we do the area method, we get 50 pieces. We do the row method, we get 50 pieces. So either one will work. It just depends on what you're comfortable with. Make sure you're always working in the correct units, so that if you're not working in the correct units, you're going to get numbers that are way off. And you're going to be buying a lot more stuff than you need, or you're going to be buying a lot less than you need. So make sure you check your units when you're multiplying and dividing, and always, of course, double check your work.